Hello, I'm Laurita Thomas. I'm the Associate Vice President for Human Resources at the University of Michigan. Jeff is someone whose expertise is well known. When I was serving as the Chief Human Resource Officer for the University of Michigan Health System, I wanted to explore some areas in culture and collaborative work and integrating the way we did the work with our overall purpose. And I gave Jeff a call. Now, that's been some time ago. On my second call to Jeff, I was interested in getting advice, support to create a Voices of the Staff network for the University of Michigan. We created an opportunity where over 100 staff members could represent, support the University of Michigan and being a great place to work. Jeff agreed to be the keynote speaker for one of our annual conferences on innovation, but more than that, he invited us to work with one of his classes on innovation. So students were assigned to the entire work that Voices of the Staff had developed in order to figure out how we could better collaborate across boundaries and create opportunities for people to contribute at a broader level. He introduced and sustained the work on competing values with us. So we learned how we approach the world from different perspectives, but that all perspectives help us reach greater outcomes. And so over the course of a couple of years, we applied the competing values framework to the work that we were doing in order to celebrate what each person brings to the table. I believe that the commitment to inclusivity is absolutely critical to healthcare, because in delivering healthcare, fine healthcare to our patients and their family members, it's important that we work our very best as teams. And in doing team development and creating a culture of team and understanding how teams can be most effective, competing values was an extremely helpful tool to us, a process where we could build on what we know about each other, what attributes we need to bring to the table, and what talents are critical to have fine outcomes. And Jeff has led us through that process for a period of time now. The challenge of working together will always be with us. People bring their whole selves to work. People bring their whole selves to the environment that they're in. And it's important that we understand the processes that help us work together more effectively, more collaboratively, and to achieve innovation. One of the things I liked about Jeff's work is he taught us that innovation is even including stopping doing some things. So how do you figure out what you're going to stop doing in order to focus on those priorities to build culture? And his processes have helped us absolutely say we no longer need to do that. So I think what we've learned is that constant reinvention, constant being in touch with insightful people, the opportunity to innovate and lead so that higher ed, particularly at the University of Michigan, can continue to be leaders and best. I think his work has been absolutely critical to our path. I think what's most important is that the work of competing values and Jeff's framework around it, he is so insightful. And he can see the barriers that we put up for ourselves as we're in the process of doing it. He has a way of identifying patterns and trends and the way we relate to each other that can be improved, that with further understanding of what the agendas are that exist, he can call it as he sees it. And he always does that with high value for the work that needs to be done, with understanding that value, and with respecting the processes and the people that come to the table. That's been my experience with Professor DeGraff, and I know that I'm a better leader, and I know that the people that I have the opportunity to influence are better leaders as well.